The dimensional gate collapsed, and his allies used him as a living seal. His last breath was not a plea, it was a vow. Then the world shattered, and he opened his eyes 7 years earlier. Gasping in a body that hadn't yet been broken, he clutched his chest where the wound should be. But there was nothing, only the burning memory of cold faces walking away. In his memory, the hands of his teammates shoved him into the cracking portal. They didn't even flinch. His old room 7 years earlier. But his mind carried every betrayal, like fresh wounds.
Every team that used me, Crimson Sentinels, Iron Vigil, Eclipse Order, I'll tear them apart before they ever see it coming.
He moved to the window, staring at a city that still believed in heroes. Not for long.
Not this time. I'll be the one walking away while their headquarters crumble to ash.
And so, 7 years before his death, Kazu began planning the destruction of every superhero team that had spent his life like currency. Revenge wasn't a choice anymore. It was the only reason his heart still beat. He started with the Crimson Sentinels, the first to brand him expendable. In a rain-slicked alley, he sold their patrol routes to a syndicate for one promise: make it painful.
Every weak point, every shift change, it's all there. I want them to know what it feels like to be trapped.
The syndicate didn't ask questions. They smelled profit and paid in flames.
No last-minute rescue this time. No clever escape.
The Crimson Sentinels' headquarters became a pyre visible for miles. Sirens were too late. He waited for the satisfaction to hit, the closure he dreamed about. It didn't come.
Revenge was supposed to fill this hollow space. Why does it only make it deeper?
Below, heroes scrambled, and civilians screamed. But from his perch, the silence was absolute.
One team down. The others won't even see me coming.
The first betrayal was complete, but the taste in his mouth was ash, not victory. The Iron Vigil was next. Their leader, Commander Thorn, was invincible, except to a rare compound only a former sidekick would know.
Thorn's allergy was classified, but I was there when he nearly died from a bee sting substitute. I kept that secret.
He infiltrated their medical bay at midnight, a vial of synthesized antigen in his pocket. Security was laughable for the unpoisonable. His hand placed the vial where a careless tech would knock it over. The Iron Vigil emblem glinted on the wall. By dawn, Commander Thorn's vitamin supplement was contaminated. The poison worked fast, within minutes. He was on his knees, black veins crawling up his throat. His staff watched in horror.
They'll trace the compound back. They'll know a sidekick had access. My fingerprints are all over this.
He slipped away through service tunnels, rain slicking the streets. Alarms blared behind him.
Let them hunt me. I am already a ghost, but my past is a trail they'll eventually follow.
2 teams obliterated, and each victory felt more like a countdown. The hollow in his chest spread wider. In the weeks that followed, Kazu became a phantom, erasing minor teams, sowing chaos with the same intimate knowledge only a sidekick could hold.
I was their tool, their dog. They never saw me as an equal.
News feeds began to blur with obituaries. Heroes dying in ambushes, hideouts compromised, alliances fracturing under paranoia.
Revenge is just a checklist now. Cross off a name, move to the next.
But on a rain-slicked street, he paused. A flicker. A building's sign glitched, letters scrambling for half a heartbeat.
Lack of sleep, nothing more.
But the glitches multiplied. Phantom echoes of collapsed timelines, moments repeating or jumping. Reality was fraying.
The Eclipse Order is all that matters. Everything else is noise.
He had dismantled the hero circuits, leaving only the Eclipse Order standing. The world bled at the edges, but he refused to see. His revenge was nearly complete, but the cracks in reality were becoming impossible to ignore. Though he tried, the Eclipse Order's fortress rose like a scar against the night sky. Kazu slipped through its outer defenses, a phantom among living heroes.
Their security protocols haven't changed. Still the same arrogance.
But as he entered the central chamber, time itself seized. Every particle froze, except for a single girl in white.
You shouldn't exist here. Not in this timeline.
Who is she? How does she know about the regression?
Your revenge is tearing the world apart. Every team you destroy weakens the dimensional seal.
She lifted her hand, and a vision blistered the air. Cities fracturing, the sky bleeding raw energy.
The dimensional gate will swallow everything. Your vengeance is a countdown.
A trick. It has to be. The Order would do anything to protect itself.
Time shattered back into motion, but the girl's words hung like frost in his mind. Keizu's hand moved to the console, initiating the virus that would cripple the Order's defenses.
Stop. Every system you disable tears another hole in the dimensional seal.
He ignored her. A moment later, the ground shook and a blinding rift tore open the sky above the city. The dimensional gate, once contained, was now bleeding raw energy across the skyline.
You see now? The seals were powered by the very teams you've been destroying. Each one was a pillar holding the gate shut.
She's telling the truth. The rift, the destruction. It's not a trick. My revenge is the cause.
Below, people screamed as the rift's pull began shredding buildings into nothingness. The cataclysm was accelerating.
We can still stop it, but you have to let go of your revenge. Help me reseal the gate.
Let them go? After what they did? Every fiber screams no.
His gaze hardened. He would find another way, one that didn't require forgiveness. He pushed into the Order's depths, the girl in white never far behind. She claimed to know a secret route. The archive appeared ancient, walls of leather-bound knowledge. Lyra's hand found a hidden switch.
This mechanism monitors the dimensional seals. I was trained to watch it from childhood.
She drew a small time-worn artifact, its glow pulsing in sync with the rift outside.
She is Eclipse Order, yet her pulse is steady. No lies.
I was sent to eliminate you, but I won't be their weapon again. I saw what they did to you.
Kazu's hand hovered near his weapon. Trust was a luxury he couldn't afford, but the world was burning.
Guide me to Voss. If you lead me into a trap, I'll end you before the gate does.
She nodded, turning toward the inner sanctum. An alliance born of necessity, not faith. Ahead lay the chamber where Commander Voss awaited, and the truth of his sacrifice. The deeper they went, the more the rift warped the corridors. The Order's agents had mutated into shrieking horrors. Lyra's time sight flickered, warning him of attacks before they came. They fought back to back. A clawed limb caught her side. She crumpled, blood seeping through white fabric. Keizu dispatched the last mutant with a savage kick, then caught Lyra before she hit the floor.
She's bleeding out. My hands are shaking. When did I start caring?
I was a sidekick too. Before the Order found me, before they made me a watcher, they promised purpose. Instead, I became a tool to observe timelines, never to intervene.
A mirror. She was used just like me. Only she chose a different cage. I won't pretend to trust you. But if we survive, maybe we'll figure out what we are besides weapons.
She took his arm, and together they limped toward the sanctum. The rift's howl, a persistent reminder. The sanctum doors groaned open, revealing Commander Voss enthroned before a swirling hologram. The dimensional gate bleeding fractures.
Voss, today, your Order pays for what you did to me.
What was done was necessary. You were chosen as the seal. Without your sacrifice, the gate would have consumed everything.
The gate's energy pulsed, revealing ancient binding runes, each one dimmed, corresponding to a fallen hero team.
Every superhero team was a pillar. Their collective existence stabilized the seal. Your petty revenge has destroyed them, and now the gate crumbles.
My revenge was the cause. I am no better than them. I've doomed everyone.
The dimensional gate tore wider outside, the fortress shaking. Civilians screamed as reality screamed with them.
It is already too late. The cataclysm cannot be stopped, only delayed, unless the gate is resealed with a willing sacrifice.
A willing sacrifice, just like they used me. History repeating, by my own hand.
His vengeance lay in ashes, and in its place, an impossible choice was taking shape.
You used me like a tool, and you expect me to save you now? I'd rather watch the world burn.
Revenge won't mend the gate, Kazu. Voss's knowledge of the ritual is the only thing that can reseal it. Please.
Work with the man who killed me. Every fiber of my being screams to end him now.
The memory of his death surfaced. Cold hands, a cracking portal, faces void of remorse.
Sentiment is irrelevant. The gate will devour this reality within hours. I offer the only solution.
He's right about the gate, but to trust him, it's poison.
Then don't trust him. Trust the ritual. I'll be there to make sure he doesn't double-cross us.
A chance to save the world, but it means standing beside my murderer.
Outside, the sky split further, screams muffled by the fortress walls. The clock was ticking. Kazu's hands clenched, his gaze fixed on Voss. The decision remained unmade, hanging by a thread.
Fine. Perform the ritual. But once the gate closes, your debt doesn't vanish. I'll carve what you owe from your skin.
Acceptable. Revenge is a small price for survival. Begin the sealing array.
The ritual circle blazed to life, Voss's incantation resonating through the sanctum. Lyra knelt, channeling her chrono energy into the artifact, her body trembling with strain.
He'll guide us into a trap. The moment the gate stabilizes, I'll make him pay.
Focus your hatred into the seal. Even destructive will can bind the fissures.
The gate's fractures flickered, slowing their growth as the three wills pressed against the void.
It's working, but the strain. I can't hold much longer.
Just a little longer. Lyra, the second that seal holds, Voss is a dead man walking.
The ritual stabilized, but in the humming silence, Kazu's mind was already a battlefield of betrayal. But the ritual's resonance became a beacon. Shadowy figures crashed through the dome, led by a scorned villain with old debts.
I'll hold the seal. Don't let them disrupt the array.
Defend the ritual, boy, or your precious world dies with my ambition.
Kazu moved on instinct, cutting down the first attacker before they reached Lyra. He hated himself for protecting Voss.
My true purpose was never altruism. I sought the gate's power to reshape reality, and I orchestrated your sacrifice for that very end.
He used me, not to seal the gate, but to break it for his own gain. All of it, a lie.
The ritual flickered as Voss's laughter echoed. His dark ambition now laid bare for all.
You can't manipulate the gate for selfish ends. The seal will collapse.
You are still the monster I remember, but the world needs this seal to hold.
The battle raged on, the ritual hanging by a thread, as was Kazu's wavering resolve. The last of the shadowy figures fell, their ambush shattered. Kazu stood panting, Voss's staff still humming with stolen energy.
Now, with the ritual weakened, I can finally claim the gate's power for myself. No more puppeteering from the shadows.
Lyra cried out, but Voss's power lashed out, sending her crashing against the wall. The seal shrieked in protest. Voss absorbed the gate's fractured essence, his staff pulsing with purple-black light. Reality groaned around them.
Join me, Kazu. I can give you the revenge you crave, power over life and death over those who betrayed you. Let the old world burn.
Every fiber screams to take it, to make them suffer, but this power would just be another cage. You are just another tyrant. My revenge will be on my terms, not yours.
The rejected energy recoiled, the seal fracturing further. A dimensional scream echoed, and the sky outside turned to static.
I have to stop him, but one wrong move, and the seal breaks completely. The world hangs on a blade's edge.
With the cataclysm looming, Kazu lunged not to kill, but to prevent Voss from dooming existence itself. Kazu's kick connected, sending Voss crashing to the floor. The staff clattered away, dark energy hissing from its core.
Fool, your violence only hastens the end. The gate feeds on conflict.
The gate above convulsed, its core a void that now began to pull matter into its maw. Reality screamed.
The seal can't be repaired with force alone. It requires a willing soul, a true sacrifice to bind the dimensional tear.
A willing sacrifice, just like they forced me to be. The irony is a knife.
The gate's pull intensified, tearing chunks from the chamber. Lyra cried out, as debris rained down.
One of us must give ourselves freely, or everything is lost.
Voss will never volunteer. That leaves me or Lira. History won't repeat. I won't let it.
He glared at Voss's crumpled form, the same helplessness he'd once felt reflected back. The gate howled, and Kazu stood at the precipice. Sacrifice or force another. The same choice that had been made for him. Kazu strode toward the gate's maw. If sacrifice was needed, he would end this himself. But Lyra seized his wrist, throwing herself between him and oblivion with her last strength.
You don't get to martyr yourself, Kazu. I was always the contingency. My life was meant to seal that gate from the start.
No, I refuse. I won't let another person pay for my crimes. Not you, Lyra.
Sentimental fools. You'd rather let the world burn than sacrifice a single, insignificant life.
I was raised for this. Every lesson, every trial, to bind the gate. Let me do what I was made for.
She's not a tool. If I allow her to die, I am no better than Voss. There has to be another way.
He pulled Lyra behind him, shielding her with his body, mind racing for an alternative.
Voss, if your ambition means anything, help us seal the gate without a death.
The offer hung heavy in the air. Voss's arrogant grin wavered, perhaps seeing a path to salvage his ambition.
There is another way, boy. The seal responds to the heart. If you genuinely forgive me, your hatred will become the final binding.
Forgive you? After you murdered me? I'd rather die than give you that satisfaction.
Kazu, if there's the faintest chance to save everyone without losing anyone, isn't your pride worth letting go?
Forgiveness. It feels like surrender, like telling my dead self that it didn't matter. But Lyra's voice chips at the ice.
His fists, clenched like stones, slowly uncurled. A faint glow formed around his trembling fingers.
Fine. Voss, I forgive you. Not for you, but for them.
As his voice cracked, the gate's chaotic screech softened. Fractured edges began to weave together, a seam of light closing the void.
You actually did it. I didn't think you had it in you.
It's working. The seal is stabilizing. You did it, Kazu.
The gate's maw dimmed, reality holding its breath, but in Voss's eyes, a flicker of something unreadable. Remorse or calculation left the future uncertain.
This was always my burden. Now let me finish what I began and end this cataclysm.
But the gate's death throes twisted, a spear of dark energy lancing toward Lyra, like a vengeful serpent.
It's fighting back. Kazu, channel your will through me. We can hold it together.
Kazu's hand found hers. Light erupted, a beacon of shared resolve against the screaming void. The dimensional gate folded inward, screech silenced. A perfect, shimmering seal locked in place. Voss collapsed before the seal, his body broken. The staff a lifeless rod beside him.
I wanted to be a god. Instead, I gave the world. Two true heroes.
You don't get to die a martyr, Voss. Live and face what you've done.
But Voss's eyes were already filming over. The gate was sealed, but the cost wasn't finished counting. Reality held. The world breathed, and Kazu stood, hollowed but alive, between forgiveness and ash.
Kazu, sacrificing you was the sin I couldn't admit. I was wrong. I am sorry.
Kazu knelt beside him, the apology he'd craved finally spoken, and it tasted like nothing.
All that rage, and now, just silence. What was it all for?
Voss's hand fell limp, his last breath a whisper of release. The commander was dead. Kazu didn't move. Vengeance had been his heartbeat for so long. Now that it stopped, the quiet was deafening.
He was a monster, but even monsters can regret. Revenge didn't bring you peace. You already knew that.
Peace was never the point. It was about justice. But now, I don't know what that means anymore.
Maybe it means you are free. No more sidekick, no more vengeful ghost, just Kazu.
He took her hand and rose. The sealed gate hummed behind them, a new scar on the world, but no longer bleeding. Voss lay still. Revenge had ended not with a scream, but a whisper. The city's wounds were deep, but survivors emerged from the rubble, hands reaching to lift neighbors.
The world always starts again. It needs people who understand what's been broken.
I am not a builder. I am just the one who tore things down.
You also sealed the gate. You chose to save. That counts for something.
I need time. Away from heroes, from teams, from all of it.
Then I'll come. The Eclipse Order can rebuild without me. I'd rather be where you are.
You don't owe me anything. I am not the hero you think.
I am not chasing a hero, Kazu. I am following a friend.
They walked away from the fortress, into the light of a rising sun. The gate was sealed, and so, in a way, was Kazu's past. Not all scars heal, but some don't need to. He found the memorial at the edge of the old training grounds. A simple stone etched with names he once called family.
They weren't always monsters. Once they laughed with me. Once I believed in that smile.
A teenager's room, plastered with posters of the heroes he dreamed of becoming. That boy was still here, buried under years of rage, and then the memory that shattered it all, cold hands shoving him into the light. But even that no longer felt like a chain. He knelt and placed his sidekick mask at the base of the stone, the symbol of a role he never chose to leave, until now.
I don't forgive all of you, but I am done letting you decide who I am.
He rose, leaving the mask behind. The weight that had defined him for 7 years finally lifted. The dawn stretched gold across the fields. For the first time, Kazu walked without a target, only a direction. The sidekick died in the dimensional gate. The vengeful ghost found peace. What remained was simply Kazu, and that, at last, was enough. Weeks passed. The road became their home, winding through villages that never learned their names. One evening, they found a family sheltering in a ruined farmhouse, their fire nothing but embers. Without a word, Kazu knelt and placed bread and dried fruit on a cloth. The mother wept quietly. A child tugged his sleeve, eyes shining. "Are you heroes?"
Just travelers.
Lyra caught his eye and smiled. A real smile, not the mask of a watcher, but a friend's. They left the family with the last of their rations. And as they walked away, small hands waved.
This is what purpose feels like. No blood, no vengeance. Just a full stomach and a smile.
Anonymous and free, they walked into the dusk. Not heroes, not sidekicks. Just two people who chose to be kind. The road stretched forward, golden and open, with no titles left to carry. Time lapse. The city's scars slowly healed. Scaffolding rose where walls had crumbled, and laughter returned to the streets. High above, the sealed gate remained, a silent scar, but also a testament. A boundary that held. On a grassy hill, Kazu and Lyra rested, the night sky sprawling above them, like a quiet miracle.
For so long, I felt like I was holding my breath underwater. Now, I can finally breathe.
The timelines I used to see always ended here. A quiet night, two people, and space to become what they choose.
What will you choose, then?
To stay right here. To watch the world rebuild without being its watcher. Just be.
The gate held steady above, a reminder of what nearly was, but also of what was saved. They watched the constellations wheel above, two silent figures in a vast, forgiving universe. Their story closed, but the night was full of light.